Do not cry over what has gone by. Think of something in a way that you're walking into a forest and a snake bit you. What will you do? Two things. One is you start cursing the snake, or you'll tie yourself and walk further. That if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together.
Beautiful. Absolutely.
So
beautiful.
that stuck in my mind. And I said, if I need to take this to a different level, I need partners with me. I want to do something on my own. And I saw this opportunity, which the universe threw into my lap because I was open to it. A manifestation. This is how it started.
So
This mission of Spelling Bee, it happened from the universe. But I realized that the children of UAE or the Middle East, for example, why don't they get the same kind of a stage what the students of London or New York are getting it as well?
yes.
I have big dreams. And Dubai rewired me this way. So I said the contribution, 34 years in UAE, that did change your perspective also. I'll give you an example. I came from Delhi. And Delhi, there was no dandiyas and no navratris and kind of a thing. This is all the Bombay culture.
Yes.
But when I landed out here, I realized that 10 days of dandiya happens where people come together, dance in their lovely attires. I'm like, I turned red, my ears are red. And my boss who was sitting next to me, who has a 30 years of experience, he is sitting calm. Then suddenly he pulls his pants like this and says, into his eyes and says, if something happens to your widow will be standing at my door asking for money.
Hi everyone and welcome to this really amazing episode. Today we have a phenomenal guest with us, and our esteemed guest is championing in many different industries, and we would love and we're really excited to start this amazing episode. I would like to introduce Vishwa Mohan. And Vishwa Mohan, you are an absolute serial entrepreneur.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes, welcome to the show. And before we start and begin, who is Vishwa Mohan?
Interesting. So, 1990, I was straight out from university, and I'm from Delhi. So I saw an ad in the newspaper and said looking for high energetic, self-trained people who can write their own checks in Dubai. Now, in 1990, Dubai was like, oh wow, kind of a thing. So, come for a walk-in interview. And me and two more friends walked into the interview. It was just a 5 minutes interaction. Mm-hmm. And the next day we got a message that, oh, you've been selected, come to Dubai, we'll give you a ticket. And I said, this is too good to be true. But luckily my brother was here, so I called him up. I said, this is the kind of story is happening. He says, come over. They're giving you a visa, they're giving you a ticket. I have a house, just come and stay with me and try for 3 months. And today is 34 years.
Phenomenal.
So that was actually, when you say write your own check, it's for an insurance company.
Okay.
So you live on commissions. And when you say, who is Vishwa Mohan? I said, I'll contribute my personality to that 6 years of my career. Mm-hmm. I had huge respect for this profession called sales.
Right.
I walked into an insurance selling. People say it's a pretty hard way of learning, but it is fantastic.
Yes.
Just give you a story, which actually I tell everybody today. My initial 2 weeks, 3 weeks of the time I've been trained. Now the first meeting, I went out with my boss. And you've suited, booted and everything. You walk into the client office, you waited at the reception, and you've been called inside. And being a young guy, I'm sitting like in the front in chair as well, and making the guy, this is my car, and I'm Vishwa Mohan. He looks at me in the car, and I said, insurance people. If I throw you out of the door, you'll come from the window. He laughed. I'm like, I turned red. My ears are red. And my boss, who was sitting next to me, who has a 30 years of experience, he is sitting calm. Then suddenly he pulls his pants like this and says, into his eyes and says, if something happens to your widow will be standing at my door asking for money.
Oh.
Suddenly, I said, now.
Change the game.
Absolutely. I could even see the smile on my own face because suddenly I see this is powerful.
Game changer.
It's powerful. So it taught me quite a bit as well that people today, they will only buy what they need. They will like your services, they like your product, they like you and everything as well, but they will only say yes or give you a check if they need. So I put that thing in my mind that need analysis is the only thing.
Amazing. Yes.
So this is how Vishwa Mohan today is that whatever I do, I understand whether person would need my services or not. Let me create a need, let him buy. I will not sell him.
Amazing. You don't want to do the marketing.
Absolutely. I don't want to sell it. Let him buy. I'll help him to buy. So that's Vishwa Mohan today. But yeah.
I think I would like you to repeat this again. The analogy that I don't want to sell. I mean, my service and product is the need of the hour.
Absolutely.
And clients will come to me.
So I'm a salesman. I've trained my team as well that when you are going out and meeting people, do not sell. Understand what his need is. And then says, I'm here if you want to buy it. He'll definitely buy because he trusts you now.
Yes.
You're not forcing your product on him. So today I consult one or two companies as well in such a way that when the sales is going to happen, create your product in such a way that he would say, I need this.
Yes.
I want this. This is what we do.
Yes. So I want to know, after the insurance transitioning into the leadership role where you have been launching radio networks, that's amazing. Please tell us about this journey.
So after insurance, got married, and then got into. Then I got a call from one of my old sales, more client now. So I got a call from a client of mine which says, Vishwa, we're getting involved into a radio station, media business, and I would like you to come and start with me as well. And I said, I have no media experience at all. He says, no, you have a sales experience? Good for me. We walked into it. I joined ARN, Arabian Radio Network. It was not ARN, it was a radio station called City FM in January 23rd of 2002. Yeah. And 13th May 2002, we launched the radio station. City FM, City 101.6, yes. Very famous in
the most famous one, I think.
Anyway, so we recruited presenters and kind of a thing as well. And that's again the same philosophy I used as well, that why are we launching a radio station? What's the need? That time there were two radio stations already existing, 89.1 and Hum FM. Then we says, how do we position ourselves? Why do people listen to me? What's that what we put different on our table? So we actually
created that need.
Yeah, you'll be surprised what we did. We actually got all the presenters from India and we gave them a sheet of paper. Now these are like youngsters, they're fresh to Dubai, no attitude. So I said, go walk into Karama and other areas and do a bit of a survey. That what is that irritate people while they listen to radio? What is that which is missing in a radio station today? Why would you listen to a third radio station? And when the presenter came back, they realized that 90% of people says, yeah, presenter talk a lot. Now they know that they should not be doing this. And when we launch a radio station, we had a specific genre. We bring in humor into all our promos in all the station kind of jingle as well. So we created our own niche, new category. So when I was studying my MBA, there was a line says, me too. So don't be me too.
Yes.
So I'm not what other stations are. I'm creating my own category. So this is what I also use it in my life as well. Yeah.
So, my next question is that you living in Dubai for over 3 decades, what has the city taught you?
See, Dubai is a city that rewards belief and punishes hesitation.
Wow.
You know, the question people ask, I would believe in a situation where it says, I should be asked a question. Why? I would say, why not? So Dubai is built by the people who said, why not?
Yes.
When the word is saying why. So I believe the city has rewired me. You know, in a way that I have big dreams. But these are not hazard to me. They're not dangerous. They are like ambitions with a deadline. I have big dreams. And Dubai rewired me in this way. So I said the contribution, 34 years in UAE, you know, that did change your perspective also. I'll give you an example. I came from Delhi. And Delhi, there was no dandiyas and no navratris and kind of a thing. This is all the Bombay culture.
Yes.
But when I landed out here, I realized that 10 days of dandiya happens where people come together, dance in their lovely attires. In fact, Gujaratis do relations there, they do marriage proposals there as well. Delhi, we were not even exposed. But when I landed into Dubai, I can see a blend of 200 nationalities in Dubai.
Yes.
No, that's the fabric of UAE. I think the real currency here is genuine connections and human.
Gorgeous. Yes, 100%.
So, Dubai did not teach me to build dreams big. It showed me what a big dream can do for you.
Wow.
So, yeah, so Dubai has been very, very instrumental
You
in
have
my
put
life.
this so miraculously, this line, that when you are under a platform with over 200 nationalities, you choose your friends. You know, you choose the relationships, you choose the right contacts that are aligned with your visions, and you know, you get to be more authentic, I feel.
So this is what we do. We basically we invite friends. So I have a small place at home, and I said, listen, guys, let's keep meeting. Bring your food, bring your beverages, whatever. And then let's do a karaoke session, for example. Let's do this kind of thing. Idea that this melting pot of Dubai brings human connections, and that's the real currency that I believe in. So Dubai did not teach me to dream big. It showed me what happens when you actually build the dream.
How is this feeling?
Oh, you feel that you have achieved something in life.
Yes. You know what I feel from your energy is you're very grateful.
Oh, I respect it. Man.
You know, you honor a lot of things that people take for granted, which is, I think, one of your success metrics in building so many different lines of expertise.
So, you know, so my day starts with the prayers in the morning, where I do my sandhya and kind of a thing as well. So there I don't request for things. I actually say gratitude for me able to do things for you. So what I'm doing today is not I'm doing it. The universe is letting me do that.
Yes.
So I'm just a medium. So the moment I think this way, I basically don't get into ego hassles. Don't get into I have built this. No, it's been built. The universe has helped me to build it. So yeah, so this is the philosophy of life has been there.
This is your philosophy, and the first thing before this episode we started, you said no, it's all a manifestation.
Yeah. I'm a great believer of manifestation. Let me ask you a question. Or the audience as well. Suppose you have a meeting at 9 o'clock. And looking at the way traffic, you leave at 8:30 and you say, oh, take exact that time. What's your thing on your mind?
Panic.
Other person says, oh, I should not get late. And 90% will get late. You know the reason for that? You're saying, I should not get late. Universe does not listen the word no. Now say the word again without saying not. I wish I get late.
Got it. Got it.
Universe does not listen the word no. So never say that.
You are putting boundaries on yourself.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And I just walk in and says, I'm going to drive from home. And I tell my mind, subconscious mind, I have a parking. I have a parking. I don't have to worry about it.
Yes.
I have a parking. So I called you, said, look, there's a parking there. I got a parking.
And this is my biggest fear. Every time, especially when I have to go down to Business Bay downtown, parking, you know. So let's go on to this amazing...
So, before you move on, if you don't mind.
Please.
You said fear. How do you spell fear?
F-E-A-R.
So F-E-A-R means false evidences appear real.
Oh, 100%.
So the moment you have a fear in your mind, so that's why I said Dubai punishes hesitation. Dubai rewards belief.
Absolutely.
So that's the philosophy of life. Yeah.
So I want to come on to your amazing project of Spelling Bee Championship, right? Bringing the national spelling bee to the Middle East, creating a platform for students, showcasing. How did this come about?
You know, Mark Twain said very, very interesting line which remained with me. He says, the two most important days in your life. One is when you were born. And the second is when you realize why were we born.
Wow.
So this mission of Spelling Bee, it happened from the universe. But I realized that the children of UAE or the Middle East, for example, why don't they get the same kind of a stage what the students of London or New York are getting it as well?
Yes.
So let's build this spelling ecosystem where a student from Kuwait, student from Riyadh, Saudi, UAE, Oman, Bahrain come on the same stage, similar to what a student from London or New York can do that.
100%.
So that happened. So Spelling Bee was running here also, but then because of COVID, nothing happened. Then I picked it up and I said, this is a great property. And now we start building onto it as well, slowly and slowly. I believe, again, a need.
Yes.
There was a need here. The student needed this platform here. You know, this Scripps National Spelling Bee, which I have a franchisee for this region, has a 100-year-old legacy.
Really?
1925 they started in USA. Last year, when we went, this was the 100th year of celebration.
Phenomenal. And you caught up to it, and you actually have given the students a platform to cultivate their innate abilities that they never knew, and supporting the parents in the success of the child.
100%. Look at this situation now. We restarted 2 years back. Last year we had 850 students
Wow.
on stage. And now...
850 students.
That's right.
Which location was this? It accommodated a huge figure.
So we call them in batches.
Right.
Because it's in-person competition.
Absolutely.
So we bring them, let's say in one batch, 60 people, 70 people, and 2 batches in a day. So we did that as well. Now today, when Seth Warren, who is champion for this year, is now competing on a global stage in the USA for the first time, the dream is real now.
Outstanding. Wow.
The dream is
Dream of the parents and the child.
Absolutely. So I was talking about this, that 850 kids, 145 schools, 40 nationalities
Wow.
on one stage. And one champion wins it. So when Seth won it, I didn't see a champion. I actually saw that every child
Yes.
practiced at home, supported by the family, and the parents are telling them, now you're ready to face the world.
The drilling, the entire phase of the preparation, and it's like a training.
Absolutely. So you are now good enough to face the world.
And children are not exposed to such global platforms.
You're building up now, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And I think it was not just the one winner, but it was all the 850 children, being winners by themselves.
I totally agree with you. The moment they come in the stage, I tell them, listen, you have taken a step, you're already a champion for me. Imagine. So this is interesting stuff, Competition runs for grade 0 to 8. Imagine a 2-year-old, 2-grader versus an 8th grader. Same word, same competition, same platform. Parents get overwhelmed.
Exactly.
Oh, how can my child do it? How can he compete with a 8th grader? He's a 3rd grader kid. We as parents underestimate our kids.
Yes.
So today my champion is a 7th grader. The person who came 3rd is a 4th grader.
Wow.
Out of 850 kids. So we as
Third
parents,
grader.
we put obstacles in our people's
Yes.
mind. Yeah.
So how did a seasoned professional with a 34 years of experience, you decided to come on to the Spelling Bee Championship? What was I know you told me, but there must have been some kind of a, like a light bulb coming from somewhere.
So, I had a 34 years of corporate life till 2023. Then I said, enough. I hung my boots and I walked into an entrepreneur. So you say serial, and I'm basically a very new entrepreneur, to be honest with you. 1st January 2024, I said, I want to do something on my own. I had 2-3 interests. I wanted to play golf, which is a regular golfer. And second, to do something which universe asked me to do that. And third was that whatever I've learned over a period of life, pass on to people. As a consultancy or as a friends or whatever situation. My idea is that you should grow, and I feel
100%.
happy about it. Yeah. So, golf tells you a very great lesson. That's one of the only sport which I think is one of the only sports where you fight against yourself.
Really?
You play alone. In cricket, somebody throws a ball at you. In tennis, somebody throws a ball at you.
Yeah.
In badminton, somebody throws a shuttle at you. In a football, somebody's throwing a ball at you. In a volleyball, somebody's throwing a ball at you. But golf, your ball is yours. It's stationary. And you are hitting the ball on your own. Other person's mistakes does not help your ball.
Wow, I never looked at it this way.
And in fact, these few days back, I was at the golf course playing with a friend of mine, and I said, even if he makes a mistake, it does not help me.
It's independent.
Absolutely. In a cricket, somebody throws a bad ball, you can punish the guy. But here, if he throws a bad ball, it's his ball.
Not impacting you in any way.
Absolutely. So golf teaches this way as well. Your actions are your actions. You will pay for it, man. His actions will not affect your actions. So that taught me a lot.
This is something so profound. I'm just sinking this in.
This is
phenomenal.
So sports teaches you. That's why I'm a sports person. I love playing sports because that brings team effort to you. That brings that, okay, I can share for somebody else as well. So sports teaches a lot. So this is one. Second thing was that I wanted to do something on my own, and I saw this opportunity which the universe threw in my lap because I was open to it. A manifestation. This is how it started.
So tell us about the 20 to 25 and 26 season, the numbers, the moments, and the champion. Because I was going through some of the highlights, it was an amazing.
So as I mentioned, 580 kids in the season 1, 815 kids in the season 2, which just finished in February 8. And the champion is going to represent for the first time in USA, carrying a UAE flag. Next year, our aim is to get 1,500 kids in the UAE alone as well. You know, our prize money, this is very interesting. This is how people join you. This is how you grow. So we keep a prize pool of 25,000 dirhams to give it to 3 winners. One of our great supporter and sponsor, Emirates Islamic, says, okay, you're giving 3 people 25,000 dirhams. We'll give 25 more people 1,000 dirham each.
What a wonderful initiative.
Absolutely. So they talk about financial literacy and all that jazz. So the prize pool becomes 50,000 dirhams. Now, there was I had 3 winners and they had 25 winners, so 28 winners. Now, while we are eliminating round, at the age when it was 25th winner chance, we had 18 people that time. Now at the 25th place, you have 18 people. You only give prize to 3 people.
Yes.
So how does manifestation works? How does my partner says Emirates Islamic Bank? Don't worry, we'll give everybody a 1,000 dirhams as well. Prize pool became 63,000 dirhams.
Phenomenal.
Amazing. So this Corey Loeffler, who is executive director of Scripps, we flew her for the finals. So this is how the event is not a local event, it's a global event.
Yes.
She is on the stage giving away a prize to the St. Warren and seeing all this happening. So we evolved. We are not a local event, we have a global event now.
Yes. An international platform.
Yeah.
And also, whoever is part of your project was looking at it as the cause, the benefit, the holistic service that you're doing. You see, you're bringing in so much wealth of knowledge, training. It's like unlimited game.
I would say, again, maybe I might be sounding the same tape again and again, but it's happened through me. I would not take a credit of that. But very interesting thing I must tell you about, you touched the topic of parents. So what happens is that during our competition, we don't get parents inside the auditorium because the kids get overwhelmed and kind of a thing as well. And imagine we have 150 kids in a day or 300 parents sitting outside. How do you engage them? So I said, okay, parents, we have a spelling bee for you also.
That is so innovative.
So whatever competition happening inside, you got the same words. So kids are learning, you're learning as well. So this helped me in 2 ways. One is that the quality of students went up because they were practicing at home with parents, and few parents took part, so they kept engaged. So I must tell you this is the highlight which I learned today. A parent came to me after the spelling bee competition and he says, thank you for doing this. I will never push my child now again.
Yes.
Because when I was on a stage, I panicked. And how difficult is it? And I'm thankful that you gave my child an opportunity. I will never push my child again. This is a great learning.
Great. I think this is one of the most important lessons that you were giving to the parents, to helping them how to mentor your child.
Absolutely.
Mentoring, training was given to the parents, and parents are the building blocks, and sometimes they feel astray. Unconsciously they didn't realize how much pressure they're applying.
Absolutely. Absolutely. When we put them on a spot, they say, So these are the few learnings which came out, and then I said, thank God, this is the way we are imparting knowledge.
So, building something from scratch in a region that didn't have the tradition, what was the hardest part for you?
I would say it's not hardest part. It's a
Learning.
It's a process.
Yes.
So, in the initial time when I mentioned to you earlier the need analysis, so that helped me in this as well. When I started my own career, my own entrepreneur journey, need analysis. Identified a need.
Yes.
That it came in front of me. So, there are again, A is that you identify a need. One, you got an opportunity to explore that need as well. So that happened. So I would say it was not that difficult. Second thing was the way you said you've been learning spelling in the initial years as well.
Of course.
People know about this. And the only thing, there was not a platform. So we built the platform. But we should channelize the whole process. The process was the part, but otherwise, I wouldn't say it was hard.
And I think every season, there is so many monumental learnings. Like, how you said it started from 550 kids, then 800 plus, and now you target 1500.
That's right.
So it's just like, it's becoming bigger, enormous, and also it's leading the youth in the right direction. It's also about connections. It's how I want to go back to the golf part. How you always believe it's important to socialize, it's to make connections. Like in golf, you make connections.
100%.
A lot of business deals, they say, happen in the golf courses.
It's a networking game, yeah.
So you are constantly in a learning mindset.
So, the shift that happens usually is that you're not building a competition. You're building a journey. So I did not sold them a one competition. I said, this will create thinkers, this will create confident kids, this will create them to take the learning back in their life as well. And that was the idea that we sold to people, and that was sold. So networking golf is again the same situation.
Yes.
You walk in there, you meet a person, you exchange ideas, you think with them as well, the way you think, the way they think.
And also different curriculums of so many different schools.
That is interesting.
And you don't know behind how many parents different are coming together, and so much synergies happening with your one mission.
But this is helping. So this follows the next question also. What you're saying is very, very, very important. I just want to cover that.
So now you've expanded to Oman with Spelling Bee, Arabia. What's your vision for the region?
So the Middle East is one of the youngest, most multilingual populations on earth.
Yes.
The kids today are exposed to various languages. Arabian, English, Hindi,
Russian,
Spanish, French. Their linguistic capability is extraordinary.
Chinese, yeah.
Chinese. So, the vision of a regional spelling bee is not a competition, it's an ecosystem that we want to build. Where we give every child from the region a global stage, which other kids are getting exposed to.
Yes.
So our vision is not just a competition. It's a platform, it's an ecosystem. And Oman is just a chapter 2. The book is not yet finished.
Yes. Actually, it's a very great opportunity for us to travel to Oman. You're going to actually help the economy.
So we did, while we are talking on this day today, we did prelims in Oman. Now our finals is on 16th of May 2026.
Amazing.
In Oman as well. And we had very, very good contenders there as well. Yeah. So chapter is not yet finished. The book is not yet finished.
And
I'll give you one line.
Yes.
When I was in South Africa, so I had a 7 years stint in South Africa as well, and I was leading Indian TV channels out there as well. So there was a proverb there which was very relevant. That if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together.
Beautiful. Absolutely.
So that stuck in my mind. And I said, if I need to take this to a different level, I need partners with me. So one partner came on board is Amity University, an educational institution. So all my competition in UAE happens at their university. In Oman, we are using their school as well for competition as well. So growing, people keep joining you.
Yes,
Karma badhta
collaborating.
gaya.
And high caliber platforms join hands.
Absolutely.
Because, this is a kind of a global mission, I think. I want to, what does spelling of all things actually teach a child beyond the spelling test?
So this is, every important thing has happened before the child is about to spell. Imagine a child on the stage. He has heard the word. Room is full of people. There's silence. He's thinking. And then he spelled the word. Now the spelling the word is just an action. But all important things that happened before that. His preparation is done. It's just that the trust in himself when he is spelling the word out.
Wow.
So it's about grace under pressure. Your preparation for a competition has already been done.
I know, it's done now, whatever has been.
Now just have to trust yourself. And this skill actually works in every exam, every interview, every presentation that you do in your life.
Any test.
Absolutely.
Final trainings, interviews.
So, when you asked me what is you achieve out of it, we're not making spellers. We are making the people who don't hesitate when the world watches them.
I am speechless. I just absolutely love the way you have defined that, how important it is for us to trust ourselves.
Absolutely.
When you're under the spotlight. It's only you.
You have done the preparation part. You've done the hardest part. You have learned the words, you've done the whole process of everything as well. Now it's just to go out and spell the word.
It has a lot to do with your inner worth, your self-confidence, your trusting your own abilities.
Parents, I was telling you earlier as well, the parents underestimate the kid. Yeah? Grade 0 to grade 8 on one single stage, they compete together. And the moment you give them the stage, microphone, they're different people. I tell every parent, you leave it to him, he'll go on stage, and you will see, you'll surprise you. And that happens all the time. And I'm very confident about the kids today. They know.
More than we actually think they know.
Absolutely. We underestimate them.
We put limits to them.
I totally agree with you on that. Well, the question, oh, you might not be able to do that. Why not? Let him do that, what he wants to do.
So, Scribs, Emirates Islamic Bank, Dabur, Emmett University, you have built real institutional partnerships, right, along the way. So, how did this evolve?
See, I read a line somewhere says, your network is your net worth.
Wow.
So these people, they keep coming to you because your intentions are clear. I had a clear goal with the right intentions, and I'm getting partners through connections, through LinkedIn, through people saw, people hear. As I want to associate with you as well.
There's so many testimonials you have everywhere now.
Yeah. So Emirates Islamic Bank came forward and says, so they're not here to sponsor. They're here also with a vision that we want to increase financial literacy among kids.
Yes.
Amity University has its own passion. They want to provide higher education to all the kids as well. Scripps National Spelling Bee is running for last. It's a non-profit organization. Huh? They don't make money out of it. 100 years they were running Spelling Bee just to elevate the students, the thinkers.
Unbelievable.
So
I never knew.
They all came together. And imagine when we have a chief executive director of Scripps stands on your stage, giving a prize to your child. These are all partnerships, they're all relationships. They are not transactional people, they're all partnerships. So I have actually done in such a way that we have built something better, something real.
And also, I think it's about authenticity, these partnerships.
Oh, yeah.
Because see, your mission, your vision, and your end goal is aligned. It has a very genuine cause. I mean, this cause is, I think, it surpasses everything. Educational literacy.
Yeah.
It's like you're leaving a legacy, a generation that you're building. You're building all those skills within them, which the parents weren't also aware of. So it's just complementing everything holistically.
Universe is smart.
You don't give any credit to yourself, I see.
I'm just a medium.
So, Vishwa, you have built all of this phenomenal over the past 3 decades, this amazing legacy for yourself professionally. What does it mean to you personally and spiritually?
Okay, so I would not say I've done only on my own as well. My family, my wife, my son who is great instrumental in this. He's a strategy consulting guy. He's a 27-year-old young man. So when you sit on a dining table, you sit at home, you learn. So it's a reverse mentoring. Today the term is called reverse mentoring because this 27-year-old child is teaching you something. And he's not a child now, he's a young man. So I have achieved this as well. My son could be able to give me advice and I could take it from him. I personally say, as I mentioned earlier as well, when I do my prayers as well, I basically don't ask for things. I say thank you, gratitude for letting me do things as well. And I strongly believe, this is my learning of life, is that universe does not put you into trouble which he can't take you out of.
Yes, which you can't manage or sustain.
Absolutely. So he will give you that much of a trouble as well. And that's not a trouble actually. So giving children a stage, giving a proud moment to parents, and giving a voice to UAE on a global stage, I think that's the universe way of using me well. So I take it in such a way. I'm actually enjoying what I'm doing right now as well.
Isn't that the main end goal?
Absolutely.
To do something with such liberating passion that you have you feel like you have you ever sit back and say, oh, my job is now done?
No.
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 I
no,
knew this was
cannot.
the answer. I knew this was the answer.
I cannot sit. So, Pablo Picasso has said one thing very, very interesting, which I actually believe is that the meaning of life is to find your gift. But the purpose of life is to give it away.
Oh, very deep.
Very, very deep.
I would like you to say it again.
See, the purpose of life is to find your gift. Sorry, I'll come again. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. Pablo Picasso.
And not anyone has the heart to give it away. They want to accumulate everything for themselves.
That's what, the moment you start understanding this, life is so easy or so smooth, so
Yes.
no pressure at all. So the way I stay the way I am today is that I have a motto of my life that I will stay young throughout my life. I will walk into my grave. Because I try to keep my company as young. My son, my nephew, my friends. I try to connect with friends, kids. The moment you are young outside, you think young.
Your heart is young.
Absolutely.
You've created an entire community with the Spelling Bee Championship.
Imagine.
The new generation,
Absolutely.
mentoring and for such a beautiful cause.
I'm the medium.
The final question is, what do you want parents listening to our podcast to do tomorrow morning?
So my own philosophy, Samira, is today is the first day of the rest of your life. Whatever past is past, finished. Today is the first day of rest of your life. So I would tell the parents, register.
Oh, yes.
So, and not just like register for the words. Sit with your parents, sit with your kids and say, what is the word that you love? The moment you start enjoying the language, you will not go for competition. You'll go for a celebration of joy.
You're going to help them register for a training that even parents send their kids abroad to accomplish,
Absolutely. So this education will help them as well.
Oh, yes.
So our next year registration would start from June 15th, 2026, which is a session for 26-27.
Exactly a month away.
A month away. By the time we'll back from US, our champion will be back after competing. He's competing on 26th of May,
Wow.
2026.
What a proud, momentous time for UAE.
100%. UAE champion is standing on the stage, global stage, competing, which is a great achievement. I think my dream has already come true. And I would suggest parents to register, give your child the moment to shine, and let's see, my child might be next on a global stage as well.
Absolutely. And also, Vishwa, I want you to share some advice for the upcoming generations or the people who are listening to us about how to value life and what time we have with us now and how to make the most of it.
I personally will tell these kids as well, that the youngsters which is coming out as well, that respect the elders.
Yes.
Love the younger ones, but live the life. Do not cry over what has gone by. Think of something in a way that you're walking into a forest and a snake bit you. What will you do? Two things. One is you start cursing the snake, or you'll tie yourself and walk further. So do that. Forget the past. Don't live on the split milk. There's no point.
It's waste.
So my advice to them is that it happened, forget about it. I tell my trainees and my kids as well that, when you imagine you're standing in a building and you're going to a 32nd floor and you walk in and standing in front of the lift. First thing what you do is that you go and press the button.
Yes.
And if there's somebody else in front of you who's already pressed the button, will you go and press the button again? You do that. And if you're getting late, what do? You keep pressing the button. Pressing the button will not bring the lift faster.
100%.
You have given your efforts, wait for it.
Wow. Patience and...
Absolutely. You're given the exam, na? Result will come on 23rd of X day, for example. On 21st, 22nd, there is no point crying, what will happen, what will happen, what will happen. Chill, relax. Let the lift come at its own time. Don't keep pressing the button. That's my advice to people. Patience, and let the universe play the game for you.
I am just lost for words. I think I have personally learned such momentous things from this conversation.
Thank you, Samira.
And what are your future plans? Or
Chill, relax. My future plan is, as mentioned, the book is not finished. The Oman is just started. I'll go and play the game golf tomorrow morning, and we'll take the spelling bee.
Living every day at its fullest.
100%.
That's the best advice.
100%.
I have had the most amazing time in this episode.
Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
And I would really request all the viewers to definitely look up the registrations for the Spelling Bee Championships that will be opening up next month.
15th of June, yeah.
Yes, and...
the website is called spellingbee.ae.
Yes. And if you'd like to connect with Mr. Vishwa himself, we'll share his LinkedIn for any inquiries, for any communication, and please share your feedback with us. And thank you again.
Thank you so much.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you so much for having me on your fantastic platform. Thank you so much.
And I hope to have you with your next champion together on an episode.
Anytime.
Yes,
Look forward. Let's come back from there and then we take it from there.
Yes, and wishing our champion all the very best.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
He needs it. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, and see you in the next episode.